The Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland, is before the House Judiciary Committee. The issues are vast. He made a very interesting comment early on. He said he wanted to make it clear, quote, "I am not the president's lawyer." And that's because when the sweetheart deal was going down on Hunter Biden and the plea arrangement, a plea agreement that nobody has ever gotten in U.S. history, that was kind of the thought, that here was the Attorney General, not being the Attorney General of the United States, but being the president's personal lawyer. That's what it seemed like.
As the president himself has said, and I reaffirm today, I am not the president's lawyer. I will add, I am not Congress's prosecutor. The Justice Department works for the American people. Our job is to follow the facts and the law, and that is what we do.
They do work for the executive branch of government. They are an Article 2 agency. That means they're under the jurisdiction of the president. There's nothing wrong with that. But to say that we don't respond to the president, that's nonsense. The president sets the agenda for the Justice Department. He could technically call the Justice Department saying, stop prosecuting Hunter Biden. He could say, stop prosecuting Donald Trump. The president has the authority to do that. What's interesting here, I think, Logan, is when you see what's come out of this Justice Department, this is the nervousness. It's going after the Catholic Church and the pro-life groups where they put IRS agents in there. It's going after parents who were going to school board meetings and labeling them as domestic terrorists. And that has happened under Merrick Garland's watch.
There's these moments that feel powerful and important, but does anything come from this?
No, this is political show.
Right.
Okay, so let's be clear.
And I think that's where the American people go, this is a waste of our time.
What's not political show, okay? This is not political show. This is the American Center for Law and Justice versus the FBI. That's not political show. Put it up on the screen for people. This is the one involving the radical traditionalist Catholics, an FBI investigation where they infiltrated Catholic churches that were pro-life, okay? That's not for show. That's for litigation for real. Here's the next one. FBI widespread violation of the privacy rules under Section 702 of the Foreign Surveillance Intelligence Act. This isn't for show. That's an ACLJ case, American Center for Law and Justice versus the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Not for show. In addition to Colorado, we represent the GOP of Oklahoma, and we are going to be representing, it looks like at this point, the party in Virginia as well, and possibly West Virginia, in this attempts to keep President Trump off the ballot under the 14th Amendment. It's a big issue. We're involved in all of these. We've got foreign litigation right now, for sure. And then there's going to be a number of them that'll be done by amicus brief. And Logan, this is the biggest election constitutional issue in U.S. history.
The Democrat Party has weaponized the Justice Department. And this follows a distinctive pattern that goes back years, if not decades. Who can forget, for instance, the DOJ has gone after pro-life Catholics. It's gone after school board or parents at school board meetings. And it is clear beyond question that Hunter Biden has received preferred treatment that is unavailable to the rest of us. Meanwhile, the DOJ is going after former President Trump with full force.
In theories you've never heard used in 150 years.
Absolutely. And so virtually every other week, there is a new charge or a new indictment. And yet Hunter Biden, as we speak, is ensconced. He's suffering in Malibu, California, essentially at taxpayer expense. And guess what? He is selling art for tens of thousands of dollars to individuals who wish to curry favor with the Biden administration, and they have succeeded.
I look at this and I'm really concerned with what happens in this situation. How could you have a situation where people don't even feel like that this was something on the table? It wasn't even an option. And now all of a sudden, the left seems like they've all of a sudden been like, this has always been a thing. We've always known that we could just disqualify someone from the ballot. Unlike what we've been told our entire lives, which is anyone can be president. It doesn't matter even if you're a criminal. It doesn't matter what the situation is. We've seen that in other countries where people who were once political criminals ended up becoming the ones who revolutionized the government. So this is a really sad day. Hopefully, though, we step in and things get taken care of.
All right, our petition to stop the left's attempt to keep the former president off the ballot, we want 100,000 signatures. We are at 83,000. So 17,000 to go. We're very close. And those are going to help in those cases where we file the amicus briefs. So go to aclj.org today, add your name there.